Most people using Robinhood are missing a few simple features that could actually make a big difference. Not by luck, but by helping you make better decisions. I was missing these too. The first feature is going to be simulate my returns. Before I place any options trade, I always check this. So to get to it, we're going to choose any stock. I'm going to go with SoFi. I have 200 shares of that stock. I do covered calls on this stock every week. And then we're going to go to trade options, and then we're going to choose May 8th. Today is Sunday when I'm recording this, but I do them on I sell them on Monday and have them expire on Friday. So May 8th. The price is 16.46, so just to be safe, I'll go to 17.50. I have 200 shares, so I'll buy two of them. So now it's kind of hidden. It doesn't really say simulate my returns anywhere, but this arrow is actually a drop down menu. So we press that, and then now we're in the simulate our profit and loss chart. The stock is at 16.46. So as I move this scale, it's going to show me if I'm going to make money or if I'm going to lose money. So if the price goes down, I'll still make 26. And then if the price goes all the way up to 17.50, I'll still make 26. But then if it goes over, then that's where I start to lose. So if the stock goes to $18.07, that's what I will lose. So let me show you what it would look like if we did a non-covered call. It's a little more exciting. So let's just say Tesla. So now we go to Tesla, we go to trade options. We'll do the 8th again. So now the price is $3.91. So let's say we wanted to be risky and we were going to buy a call. So now to buy a call, let's say we thought it was going to go over $3.92. We'd go to buy. Make sure we don't press this by accident. And then down here, same thing. It's this arrow. We're going to press that. So right now, max loss 800. Max profit is unlimited. That's why options are fun. $3.91. If it goes slightly back, we lose $800. And then even if it goes our way, it has to go all the way up to $400 for us just to break even. So it has to go from $391 to $392 to $400 at expiration. But then right when it goes past there, then we'll see the profit exploding. So if it went to $470, we'd make a lot of profit. So you could see exactly how risky the non-covered calls are, or if you just wanted to trade calls and puts, you could lose money really easily, but then you could also make money really fast. So before you go and take a risk and want to start buying Tesla calls and doing all that, always check this chart. It takes 2 seconds, and then it'll take the guesswork out of if you're actually going to make money or if you're probably going to lose money. The next feature is going to be the premium preview. Well, it's not called that, but that's what I call it. So we're going to pick any stock. I use this for stocks that I think I want to buy 100 shares for a covered call, and I just want to see what the premiums would be. This is the easiest way to do that. So we'll do a stock. A stock I've been looking at was Snapchat. So now we go to Snapchat, and then we're going to go trade options, and then choose our date. We'll do May 8th again, and then make sure you're in sell up here, not buy. We're going to sell and then call. And then here on the right, we get a preview of all of our premiums, and then it's just going to be times 100. So 38 cents right now. If I did that covered call, I would make a $38 premium, but it's really helpful to go up and see, because if I bought it at $6.30, I wouldn't want to sell it at $6.50. So we could go all the way up to $8. So I could buy this stock right now. It would be $630. And then I could go over here and then sell a covered call, and I would make $7.96. Also, it shows you your bid and the ask. So you could see the bid and the ask, see if it's a good trade, see if it's something you want to do. Also, if you follow the Greeks and stuff, all of that information is down there, and then you could add it to your watch list. So I added that to my watch list. So just like that, with any stock right now, you could see if you were to get 100 shares and start selling covered calls, how much you would make. And it's pretty exciting because right now you can buy it for $6.30, sell a covered call, make $14. It's just be careful with risky stocks like this one because it could bounce up and bounce down, because if you buy it for $6.30 and it goes down to $4, then it doesn't really matter what your premium is. The next one I'm going to talk about is your average cost. So to find your average cost is really easy. You choose any stock that you have. So let's go, I'll choose this one, Ford, average cost. So we're going to scroll down and then here, shares 100, market value, and then down there, that's my average cost, $12.82. So this one, my average cost is $12.82. So not doing too well with this. I'm down 7% since I bought it. And then let's choose another one. Energy transfer. So my average cost is $19.69. And now the stock is at $20.05. So this position, I'm up $35. And then this also helps you when you're doing covered calls. I always check this because $19.69, if I go to trade options, and then I want to sell a covered call, it wouldn't be worth it for me because 20, I wouldn't want it to be assigned at 20.50 because it's pretty close to there, and I'd only get $7. And then for 21, I would only get $2, which really isn't worth it. It's really helpful to know your average cost. Next is another good one, and it is recurring investments and the dividend reinvestment program, where you're going to go press your person over here so that you get to the menu, and then you're going to go to investing and then scroll down to recurring investments. So view recurring investments. I don't have any right now. And then you could do create recurring investments. So let's say you could do Ford, add it to the basket, press continue. And then now you could choose every market day, every week, every 2 weeks, every month. This is great because, well, you could set it to do $100, $5, whatever you want, and then you don't even think about it. It gets transferred from your account. You look at your account a couple weeks or a month later, depending on how often you had it going in, and you see your account growing. Also, you could take advantage of dollar cost averaging. So instead of trying to time the market, you could just do $5 each day, $10 each day. Really great way to make it hassle-free. So you just start investing, start saving automatically. Next is going to be the dividend reinvesting program. Dividend reinvesting, it's going to be right here, right under recurring. And then you could press edit. So you choose your stock. These are all stocks that I own. Dividend reinvestment. So every time you get a dividend, it is going to be reinvested back into the stock. So I'll show you exactly what it looks like when it happens, and it's really exciting. So we could go to our history, all types. We're going to do dividend, and then over here. So energy transfer, dividend, $15, reinvested. DX, dividend, reinvested. So $10.99 was deposited in my account as a dividend, and then it automatically grows. This is how you could snowball, and then when you get older, your portfolio is going to grow over time without you even noticing. So it's going to invest the dividends for you, and then if you're putting $250 a month, $500 a month, it all combines, starts to snowball, and then you could start taking advantage of compound interest. So that is where you're going to see your dividends. You go to history, and then you go to dividends. Robinhood doesn't have like a dividends profit and loss, doesn't have like a passive income tracker like other investing softwares. So the only place you could see it is if you go here to dividends. This will show all your dividends, whether they're pending, whether they were deposited, or whether they're being reinvested. The next way to see your dividends is if you go to reports and statements, individual, and then you're going to click on one of these reports, and then on the left it'll say dividends, and then that's how you could see how much you're making per month in dividend. It'll say like dividends 50, dividends 120, so you could check it every month, see if it's going up, see if it's going down, see what's happening. Next one is the most fun one. This is the bonus one, and this is profit and loss. There's two ways to see it. One is just general profit and loss, and one is for your options. So we'll scroll down stocks. It's kind of hard. It's not through any of the menus. You're just going to scroll down. Scroll down past your crypto, cash, stocks, and then realized profit and loss. So past month I made 290. If you click it, you could see how good or bad your stocks trades were. So these are covered call, expiration, I made 95. Ford, I made 6. Maratrade, I lost 12. Hood trade, I lost 12. Maratrade, I made 36. And then these are all these ones. So you could see it. Maybe you're trying a new strategy, whether it's covered calls, whether it's different type of options, whether it's just buying stocks low, selling them high. You could see if it's working, see how much you made in the max, see for the year, see for the month, and then hopefully it could grow month after month. And then the next way to see profits and loss is going to be in options. So we'll go up to options, and it'll show you your options history. But if you press realize profit and loss, now it'll show you, and you can keep track of all your option profit and losses without getting confused with your other strategies. None of these features guarantee anything, but to help you make smarter decisions and avoid mistakes, which is honestly more important. And if you want to see how I use these tools when I do my covered call system every week, check out this video over here.